Now at 6, campfire ban. We'll tell you why the Department of Natural Resources is banning dispersed campfires on state lands. Stacy.
And a warm, breezy day on our first day of summer. It's 86 in the Yakima Valley. A little warmer in the Columbia Basin. Winds are breezy tonight. Get to all the details coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
And after fire extinguished after 2 months, the Lineage fire in Findlay has finally stopped burning. Now there are new concerns about the water for residents. We're going to hear from the Health District next.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Austin Reed. Here we go on this Thursday. You know, for nearly 2 months, the Lineage cold storage warehouse fire burned in Findlay. But according to Lineage, the fire is now fully extinguished. But the problems aren't going away because tonight the Benton Franklin Health District is looking into the possibility of E. coli or other toxins in some water wells around the site.
We had no injuries. We started off interior firefighting. We had folks on the roof.
Back on Sunday, April 21st of this year, firefighters responded to what's now being called one of the worst fires in the history of the Tri-Cities. These are pictures of the building before the blaze, and here's what it now looks like.
So with the air quality looking to be quite improved in about the last 4 or 5 days out there, we've noticed a turnaround where the air quality readings have been holding in the kind of good to moderate range since last weekend.
Erin Hockaday is Benton Franklin County Health District's Senior Manager for Surveillance and Investigation. I met with her on Zoom, and she says while the air quality has improved, new concerns about the water for Findlay residents is now in focus.
We got calls from viewers saying they were worried there may be E. coli in the water. Is that kind of where you guys are looking at now?
Yeah, there are multiple contaminants that we would look at. We really don't know at this point what we're looking for. And so we're going to start with sort of a shotgun approach, for lack of a better term.
Environmental staff will start going door to door this week and conduct testing.
Potential for bacterial contaminants to get into the groundwater and other contaminants like heavy metals, PFAS. We really have to just start testing for a lot of things, and then we can kind of narrow it down to what we may be looking for.
So multiple contaminants will be inspected. The health district says water testing is expensive, but they are doing everything they can to ensure what's safe and what's not.
We're calling the first ring of the facility and trying to make contact with those homeowners to pay for their water quality testing.
Lineage told Apple Valley News Now on Thursday that significant progress on debris removal was made, and teams on the ground were able to access the remaining hotspots and put out the fire. They do expect cleanup efforts will continue for several weeks. The county says one thing they want to stress is more funding for public health in case something like this happens again.
We're not funded directly through a tax stream, so we usually don't have as much money in an emergency fund to be able to get up and go.
Now, even though the fire is out, you might still need to replace your air filters since they have been working overtime to deal with smoke up until now. The Benton Franklin Health District will be giving out new air filters and N95 masks to people impacted by the Lineage fire. That giveaway is happening tomorrow evening from 6 until 8 at Riverview High School.
We're also tracking developing news of a fire investigation. Take a look at this. Yakima Fire responded to a call for help from the Yakima Greenway around 1:30 this afternoon. Now, it's not clear yet how that fire started, but firefighters tell us it is suspicious. The flames came close to the brand new visitor center at Sarge Hubbard Park, just opened last fall. We saw people out there with garden hoses working to protect this huge investment for the region.
It really is, yeah. And a warm-up is on the way as well. That's not great news.
Well, and we're talking fire danger. Stacy, got to be safe out there.
That's right. First day of summer, we are looking at, well, just take a look at our humidity right now, 18%, very low. We have breezy winds right now, 16 mile an hour sustained. They've been gusting around 25. Any fires that started this afternoon would spread rapidly, so we do have to be fire wise. And things get a little more intense because the temperatures are rising, and we're going to see more gusty winds as we get into the weekend. Now, if you're heading out to the Dust Devil game tonight, that's what you're looking at. It's going to be pretty warm as they first pitch at 7:05. You're going to stay in the 80s, dropping down to 75. 25. So, and those breezy winds out there. So dress accordingly. 54 for our overnight low tonight in the area. Most of us in the 50s. 94 tomorrow. Temperatures increase even more on Saturday. So a pleasant evening tonight. We have those 90-degree temps through the area tomorrow. That hottest day on Saturday. Things start to cool down beginning Sunday, but we're going to see some strong gusty winds developing Saturday night into Sunday, which does heighten our fire danger through the region. So be fire wise as we step into summer of 2024. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. And we're talking about fire danger. Starting tomorrow, the Department of Natural Resources is banning dispersed campfires on state lands in the southeast region. So what does that mean? Campfires will still be allowed in approved designated campgrounds, but not out in the wilderness. DNR officials say upcoming hot, dry summer weather is increasing fire danger at a time when multiple wildfires are actively burning in the region. And this region covers 16 counties, including Benton, Franklin, Walla Walla, Kittitas, and Yakima counties. If you violate the ban, you could face fines or even worse if you end up starting a wildfire.
Washington DNR has a responsibility that the legislature has imposed on us to attempt to recover the costs associated with those wildland fires. So ultimately, if you are the spark that starts one of those wildland fires, you could be held financially accountable and potentially criminally accountable.
DNR officials say people recreating on state lands will still be allowed to use propane or butane camp stoves and backpacking stoves.
Well, speaking of summer, today is the first day of summer, and you know what that means. More people will be flying in and out of the Tri-Cities Airport. Yesterday, we told you about Avelo Airlines' plan to expand flight options to the Hollywood Burbank Airport down in Southern California. Right now, the airline only flies there twice per week, but come September, you will have 4 different days to choose from. We spent some time with airport officials today who say they are expecting a record amount of travelers this summer. We asked the airport director about the parking situation too, because as we all know, it fills up fast.
And the parking lot's getting fuller. We do expect record number of travelers this summer. We're already 8% over last year, which was our busiest year ever. So, get here early, make ample time to park. I still recommend the credit card lot. As our long-term lot fills up, that credit card lot's going to be a little bit quicker and easier.
The airport will eventually be adding more parking spaces, and the goal is to have those extra spaces for drivers by around November of this year, just in time for the holidays. Future plans for a freestanding parking garage continue.
Well, many kids are out for summer vacation, and if you're a parent, you might be looking for things to do with them outside the house. The library is a good first stop for activities and free resources. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us Yakima Valley Libraries also has a wide spread of events and programs for kids and adults throughout the summer.
When you think of Yakima Valley Libraries, you might picture their main location downtown. However, there's actually 16 locations spread across Yakima County, including one that was newly renovated here in Terrace Heights. It's not just drop-in crafts and story time this summer, but a whole new set of adventures.
The entire family is invited to participate in some fun library-related and reading challenges.
With categories and prizes for babies, children, teens, and adults. Plus, a balloon lab, story walk at the Arboretum, kid-friendly comedy shows, and the Great Friends and Family puzzle race.
This Saturday, there will be a free admission day at Yakima Valley Museum. They have graciously partnered with us from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And to make memories far beyond this summer, a time capsule celebrating 80 years of library service in the Yakima Valley.
Each library location is putting together a time capsule, writing letters to the future. You can drop off a memento that's smaller than a cell phone size to include in the time capsule, and we'll open it sometime in the future.
Plus, there's science demonstrations, a mobile planetarium, virtual reality adventures, and Australian animal encounters.
A lot of hard work has been put into this, so I think our hearts have been poured out, and we hope that the love is felt from the community in Yakima County.
The library can also be a great place to find ideas for things to do with your family that don't require a lot of money in the bank. We'll have more about those resources on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. In Terrace Heights, I'm Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. Over in Franklin County, Carbody Beach is temporarily closed to vehicles. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office says they're doing maintenance on a new gate, and they'll post an update when the road is back open for the public to use. They're also reminding people Carbody Beach is only open between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. If your vehicle's spotted behind the gate after hours, you could get a citation.
It is the first day of summer, and a lot of people will officially or probably be headed for the water this weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking some very warm temperatures and when you could see a change. That's in her full First Alert weather forecast.
Plus, we're looking ahead to the huge decisions expected from the Supreme Court, possibly within the next 24 hours. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 6.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Gloria got gear for the great outdoors. Charles chose a charity. What would you do with extra cash? The Department of Revenue returns missing money to Washingtonians every day. Easily find and claim yours at claimyourcash.org.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus the year's best deals, like 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Save now with Hot Buys in Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including saving $50 on a lifetime cruise sit-inside kayak. Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Feel the freedom of the open road and the thrill of summer adventures. Experience the iconic Ford Bronco, where performance meets style, whether you're heading to the river or exploring the countryside. Stop by today and feel the power of Pingree.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Thanks for staying with us. The Supreme Court is expected to announce more than a dozen decisions within the next week before the court recesses.
And so ABC's Christiane Cordero has a look at some of the big cases that are still pending tonight.
This morning, the Supreme Court released 4 decisions, the biggest of which upholds a Trump-era tax provision on offshore earnings in a 7-2 decision. Still undecided are 2 cases related to the former president. One asks whether he or any former president has immunity from prosecution for official acts while in office. The case stems from Trump's sweeping claim of absolute immunity from any criminal prosecution for his efforts to overturn the 2020 election, including the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Trump claims presidents cannot be prosecuted for official actions they took in office. The other Trump-related case asks if hundreds of people who stormed the Capitol on January 6th were improperly charged with obstruction because the law prosecutors used was written for business and financial crimes. Also still in front of the Supreme Court is abortion access protected when a woman's health is at risk. That major abortion decision out of Idaho pitting the state's ban on abortions unless necessary to prevent death against the federal law guaranteeing that patients be given emergency care, even in those rare tragic instances where that emergency care includes the termination of a pregnancy. It is the biggest abortion case since the court overturned Roe v. Wade. The ruling could impact abortion bans across the country. Christiane Cordero, ABC News at the Supreme Court.
And one more potentially big decision expected on a case out of Oregon. Now, this case could change the rules about how cities handle the homelessness crisis. And we could see some of all of those decisions coming as early as tomorrow morning.
All right, we're going to head to Oregon now. Take a look at this. You know, it has been years since violent crowds in downtown Portland prompted officials to put up fences around the federal courthouse. But now those are gone. In 2020, crowds protesting the murder of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer caused an estimated $1.6 million in damages to the courthouse. According to a federal report, now the barriers are off the sidewalks, but crews have installed metal doors on the courthouse instead. That can be lifted up and down as needed.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And welcome to summer solstice, the longest day of the year, and it's been a beauty. We have had some breezy winds, 90 degrees right now in our Health First Sky Cam. We can see those windmills moving tonight. Winds sustained speed 16 miles an hour. We're seeing gusts 20 to 25 miles an hour. Our sunset at 8:52. We start losing 2 minutes of daylight as we go forward. Let's take a look at temperatures elsewhere for the first day of summer around the region. 91 in Hermiston, 92 in the Dalles, 88 for Pendleton, 86 in Yakima, 84 today in Ellensburg. So looking pretty good outside. Our temperatures on the rise a few degrees, like we told you, 3 to 6 degrees warmer than we were yesterday. And we're seeing that trend pretty much through the entire area. And we'll continue to see those temperatures climb right into Saturday. Let's talk about tonight. We're staying warm. You probably want to keep the fans going and the AC going at least through 8 o'clock. And then we'll start to see the cooling trend beginning at 9 through the rest of the night. That's what the Tri-Cities looks like for the next 12 hours. Looking into Yakima, again, those 80-degree temps are staying with us at least through 8 o'clock tonight, cooling back down, and a nice cool off by the evening. Decent sleeping weather, but might want to keep those fans going tonight, as tomorrow will be even warmer. Here's what our cool down in the next 12 hours looks like for the Hermiston area, and Walla Walla temperatures also staying in the 80s through 8 o'clock, dropping into the 70s around 9 p.m. tonight. So again, try to stay cool. Think about getting those morning walks done early as we head into these warm conditions this weekend. Make sure you're staying nice and hydrated. If you do work outside, you want to find shade and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. And call or stop by and check on your elderly friends outside, and really make sure the kids are drinking enough water there as well. For tonight, we're going to see temperatures dropping down into the 50s through the area. Cooler tonight in Ellensburg at 51. We're in the low to mid 50s here in the Yakima Kittitas Valley. Moving into the Columbia Basin, temperatures there in the mid and upper 50s, and we'll stay in the low 50s along the foothills of the Blues. Also, you may have noticed it last night. The strawberry moon is out. You'll be able to see it tonight. Not quite totally full until tomorrow at 6:08 p.m., but it will appear full tonight, so definitely take a peek at that. If you're heading out on the golf course this weekend, probably want to try to golf early. It's going to get rather warm in the afternoon, especially on Saturday. Plus, we're going to start to see those breezy winds kicking up. A windy, gusty day on Sunday as well, so stay hydrated and make sure you got lots of sunscreen on if you're hitting the links this weekend. For tomorrow, out the door looking pretty good, close to 70 in Yakima. Midday, you're going to be in the 80s and upper 80s through the area, so you'll definitely be feeling that heat. Mostly sunny skies, a few high clouds passing through, and then those lower to mid 90s later in the afternoon. Here's your planning forecast. Look for those winds to pick up on Saturday night into Sunday, elevating our fire danger through the weekend. We do have a brief cool down heading into the first part of next week. Later part of next week, we're looking at a cooling trend coming in on Thursday, where we could possibly maybe get some rain coming our way, but definitely going to see those breezy to gusty winds picking back up on Thursday. So look at those temps up in Walla Walla and Hermiston. 98 is really hot for Hermiston on Saturday. So stay hydrated here and be fire wise. Look for those gusty winds developing again, like I said, on Sunday. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Well, electric vehicle chargers are popping up everywhere, but this is also fueling an expensive new type of crime. We're talking about that next on Apple Valley News Now.
Why do you Goodwill? Well, there are countless reasons.
Goodwill makes it easy to support my ongoing creative projects at home with their affordable items.
To be environmentally friendly through upcycling, reusing, and recycling. For the chance to uncover brand new items at unbelievable prices.
Goodwill means being economical with my money.
With hundreds of reasons to shop at Goodwill, you can feel great about knowing 95.7 cents of every dollar you spend helps your community. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Hit the open road and head to Wild Horse Resort and Casino for the $160,000 Ultimate American Road Trip. Every Friday and Saturday, cruise in and win free play, gas cards, or up to $50,000 cash. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then on June 29th, win your choice of $30,000 cash or a new Mustang. Keep playing in July to win a shiny new Harley. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Grocery outlet, bargain market.
Organic at this price? Is this for real?
Not exactly. That's bargain bliss setting in. You're basking in the glow of organic produce at shockingly low prices.
I guess the choir isn't real either.
Oh no, they're real. They're here every Sunday afternoon.
Grocery outlet, bargain market. Bargain bliss. Bargain bliss.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun. Bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the memories. And get a great offer on a Honda, named the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
My mom, soccer is my life. I've been playing for as long as I can remember. Scoring goals, hanging with my friends, the travels, it's really fun. Before hitting the field, there's this tradition I have, grabbing snacks. Pre-game feel, you know? Whether it's gearing up for an away game or it's a quick stop, my Hapo debit card is always with me. Just like my teammates trust me on the field, my mom trusts me to make smart choices off the field. Where do you, credit union?
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Welcome back. More electric cars on the road means more chargers being installed around the country, and that means a new opportunity for criminals. They're reportedly cutting the connector lines right off of charging stations, trying to get the copper wiring inside to sell for scrap. Now, it already takes longer to fuel an electric car compared to a gas or diesel one, but drivers say when a charger is out of commission, the wait gets dramatically longer. They're sitting around waiting for the car in front to get back on the road.
It'll go from 45 minutes to 3 hours in a heartbeat.
It's a very unfortunate situation. The level of scrap value is pennies on the dollar as to what it takes to install these charging cables.
Now, Anthony Lampkin is a vice president with Electrify America, which owns these chargers in Las Vegas. He says they're doing what they can to install more security cameras. They're also working with police to track down the criminals that are stealing the charging cables. And electric cars may need to charge more often as the temperatures rise. We're talking about that, some very warm weather headed our way for the weekend, coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Tri-Q Credit Union C3 Slam. It all happens July 13th and 14th at John Dam Plaza.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens.
They're lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry. You've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. See your community Chevy dealers.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
What drives us may be different, but what we share is the pursuit. Whether taken on the job site or your own backyard, let the pursuit of the perfect cut begin. Steel zero-turn mowers are here. Right now, get 0% financing plus up to a $1,500 instant rebate on select Steel zero-turn mowers. Real Steel.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Apple Valley News Now was recently honored by the Society of Professional Journalists Northwest with first place awards for general excellence, breaking news, health reporting, and video series. Plus, second place awards for video series, investigative reporting, feature soft news, and feature hard news. While we all like awards, we're here to serve our communities and be on your side every day. That's what matters most to us. Apple Valley News Now, always on your side.
Sad news from Hollywood this evening. Actor Donald Sutherland has died. Sutherland appeared in close to 200 films and television credits, including everything from The Dirty Dozen and MASH to The Hunger Games. He won an Emmy and multiple Golden Globe Awards and received an honorary Oscar statuette in 2017. Sutherland was 88 years old.
Always sad to lose one of the greats like that.
I know, yeah, and MASH too.
Yep.
Popular show.
All right, well, we are tracking some very warm temperatures headed into the weekend. Stacey Lee has those details coming up in your First Alert forecast.
Also ahead here at 6:30, the head of the Treasury says her department could help fight the fentanyl crisis in the United States. We'll explain that in just a moment.
And after a battery fire destroyed millions of dollars worth of police equipment, we're talking about ways to make sure this doesn't happen to you. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. More than 500,000 portable power chargers sold at Costco are now being recalled because of fire risks. Take a look. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says these MyCharge Power Hub all-in-one devices can overheat while they are charging. They could get hot enough to burn you or even start a fire in extreme circumstances. MyCharge says it has gotten at least 2 reports of fires. So far, nobody has reported any injuries bad enough to require medical attention. Now, if you have one of these chargers, you should not throw it away or recycle it. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says you have to treat the charger like a damaged lithium-ion battery, which means contacting the local recycling center for directions. You could also contact MyCharge for a replacement. When lithium-ion batteries are damaged or used improperly, they are prone to catching fire. But there's not always a clear reason why things went wrong.
Yeah, Bronte Sorotsky reports that's exactly what appears to have happened when an electric bike battery caught fire at a police storage center.
Now, these types of batteries can be found in a lot of different kinds of devices, not just the ones that were involved in this fire. And that's why the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department says it's so important to make sure that you're always checking up on your personal devices.
We're not exactly sure why they failed.
It's the question still puzzling fire investigators. What happened to this e-bike's battery that made this building erupt in flames? The fire was ruled an accident, but the Coeur d'Alene Fire Department says it also highlights the dangers these batteries pose.
All over our houses, from our smartwatches that we're wearing, our telephones that we're carrying in our pockets, to battery-powered cordless tools.
They're found in most electronic devices, so there's not much getting around them. But there are things we can do to lower the risk of an emergency like this fire that destroyed this Coeur d'Alene police building and vehicles. A big thing is using the correct charger for your batteries.
What we're finding that's coming out of Amazon and out of foreign markets is that they're not regulated the same as they are here.
Another key factor to keep you and your family safe is where these items are stored. The fire department urges against storing your electronics and chargers near any doors or exits.
Because if the failure happens, then now you're going to have this large fire that's blocking your escape route.
And check your tools and devices for any cracks, lumps, or bumps.
If you've ever seen the battery on your phone start to bubble up or something like that, that's a battery that's nearing its failure point.
While last week's incident was ruled a freak accident, it's never a bad time to check your devices for any potential concerns.
That was Bronte Sorotsky reporting. Now, investigators in Coeur d'Alene say the battery that sparked the fire was placed on the charger properly and did not show any signs of damage. We've been talking about this. The temperatures are warming up here in the Tri-Cities. We're also seeing extreme, potentially record-breaking heat across much of the country. That could take a toll on electric car batteries. Recurrent is a company that tracks the performance of electric vehicle batteries. They're saying among the thousands of cars connected to their platform, they saw battery power drop between about 15 and 30% when temperatures go above 95 degrees.
Electric cars don't enjoy really, really cold weather or really, really hot weather. If you are driving in hot weather, there needs to be extra energy to power the air conditioner to keep you and the battery nice and comfortable.
Experts recommend parking in the shade or in a garage if you can while the weather is really hot, and making sure not to let your battery charge drop too low during any kind of extreme weather.
Well, we could see, kind of extreme weather, right? Getting close to 100.
Well, not quite extreme, but certainly over 95 degrees, Stacey, you've been saying.
Stepping into summer with some heat on the way for sure. We finally hit 90 degrees, same temperatures we were just 24 hours ago today. We have seen some breezy winds through the region, mainly in the Columbia Basin area, Tri-Cities, gust up to about 25. Our sunset tonight at 8:52. And remember, we start losing 2 minutes of daylight each day going forward. It's going to be a great night if you're going to head out to the Dust Devil game. Dress accordingly. It's going to be a warm one, nearly 90 at 7 when the first pitch comes out, 86 at 8, and then cooling down to a comfortable comfortable 75. And again, you'll see those light winds, and those will start to decrease as well. Tonight, 54 degrees, cooler temperatures. Once again, a nice cool down. Sneak peek at the weekend. Pool forecast. Hot. Tri-Cities and Hermiston, the two hottest locations. A few degrees less in Yakima and Walla Walla, but still up there. So get ready for a pleasant evening tonight. Those warm 90-degree temperatures tomorrow. That hot day on Saturday. Then we'll start cooling back down again as we roll into Sunday in our first official week of summer. Lots to talk about in my First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. You're talking about normal heat for this time of year. We're seeing extreme heat, storms, wildfires in almost every part of the United States except the Pacific Northwest. ABC's Alexis Christoforous has a look at the national weather situation.
Alberto weakening to a tropical depression as it moves inland over northeastern Mexico, bringing more heavy rains and flooding after leaving 4 dead, including 3 children. Mudslides are now a concern in the hills of Mexico. In Texas, Galveston and Surfside Beach among coastal communities hit with high winds, rain, and flooding. The amount of water dumped by Alberto catching some people off guard.
Well, it kind of surprised all of us down here. I mean, it's 500 miles away. This usually doesn't happen.
Governor Greg Abbott issuing a disaster declaration for 51 counties in Texas in the aftermath of Alberto. Meantime, the punishing heat dome intensifies over the Northeast. Dozens of record-high temperatures were matched or broken from Ohio to Maine, including Boston, Cleveland, Buffalo, and Caribou near Maine's northern tip. These workers in Philadelphia got to work early to beat the blazing sun.
We've been doing 6 a.m. starts, trying to be done around like 1 o'clock or so. We stay stocked with coolers, lots of water.
It's tough, but, we're making it happen.
The heat wave expected to continue to scorch the Midwest, Northeast, and Mid-Atlantic into the weekend. Hot, dry conditions fueling wildfires out west, where about 17 large fires are burning from California to New Mexico. The South Lake and Salt fires in New Mexico have destroyed more than 1,400 structures. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.
Other news tonight, could this be the new trend for small businesses? A Spokane pie shop is no longer accepting cash payments. They made the controversial decision after being targeted by thieves twice. There's always a chance that refusing to accept cash could alienate potential customers, and not everybody has access to a debit or credit card. But having cash on the premises could also come at a cost.
In our company, like a couple of safes were stolen out of our restaurants. You have a couple busy nights, then you could have thousands of dollars in the safe, and so I think a lot of smaller businesses that'll take a hit for sure.
Now, another business that tried going cashless in the past is actually switching back in the hopes of keeping customers happy. Other business owners say they will just keep as little cash on hand as possible.
Tonight, a new federal effort to crack down on fentanyl trafficking is coming from the U.S. Treasury. Today, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen announced new sanctions on individual members of a Mexican drug cartel. She also sent an advisory to banks listing some of the ways they can identify suspicious transactions and report them.
Cartels that peddle fentanyl operate in many respects like other businesses. They rely on access to banking systems and to the U.S. dollar to make payroll and finance purchases. And this means the Treasury Department has a unique ability to disrupt and degrade their operations.
Yellen says she's also working to collaborate with authorities in China and in Mexico to fight money laundering and drug trafficking. But new tonight, while the Treasury may be working with Chinese authorities, Washington Congressman Dan Newhouse has just been named to the Republican lead of a committee focused on fighting the Chinese Communist Party in relation to fentanyl. Newhouse says the Chinese Communist Party is not only an active participant in the drug trade, they are directly incentivizing it. Now, the committee will be working to raise awareness and to create laws that would, as Newhouse's office says, quote, combat the threat.
The first presidential debate of the 2024 election season is coming up in exactly a week from tonight. We found out early this morning it will be a face-off between President Biden and former President Trump, as no other candidates qualified to participate. Reporter Julia Benbrook has a look at what to expect.
President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump are scheduled to step on to CNN's debate stage next Thursday. It's the first debate in U.S. history between a sitting president and a former president.
Is anybody going to watch the debate? He's going to be so pumped up. He's going to be pumped up. I'll be debating 3 people instead of one half of a person.
Only Biden and Trump met the debate requirements set by the network, which included constitutional, polling, and ballot qualification thresholds. A lot is on the line for both candidates.
What do you think you need to accomplish on that debate stage?
Say what I think. Let him say what he thinks. The things he said are off the wall.
The two remain locked in a close race. A national poll published by Fox News on Wednesday shows Biden leading Trump by 2 points. It's a 3-point improvement for Biden over last month's Fox News poll, where Trump led by 1 point. Some experts say Trump's recent criminal conviction could be a factor.
Trump is a convicted felon now, which he wasn't a few months ago, and independent voters really don't like that in their president.
President Biden does have a slight advantage with some of those swing voters. Now, granted, we're 5 months ahead. Those numbers are going to constantly change.
That was Julia Benbrook reporting. Now, by the way, we will have that debate for you live right here on Apple Valley News Now. It's next Thursday evening. So we're going to have a special early edition of Apple Valley News Now at 4:30. Then debate coverage starts at 5 o'clock. We'll have more local news after it is wrapped up. Again, that's next Thursday evening.
Well, the big story tonight is those high temperatures. We're seeing 90s in many areas, and it's only getting hotter. Stacey Lee has your first alert forecast coming up.
And talk about an achievement nearly 90 years in the making. We're going to hear from the Yakima education advocate making national headlines for the best of reasons tonight.
Jessica Jalal and Jules Sperling. Good Morning Northwest, weekdays on your side.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
Navigating a real estate transaction can be overwhelming, from finding the right property to navigating the closing process. That's why a successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process, an in-house marketing team to maximize your home's exposure, transaction coordinators to ensure accuracy throughout the transaction, and a network of local industry experts. With Windermere on your side, you can have peace of mind and confidence in your real estate journey.
Dishwasher on the fritz, laundry giving you fits, a water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 RAV4 for just $369 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Hit the open road and head to Wild Horse Resort and Casino for the $160,000 ultimate American road trip. Every Friday and Saturday, cruise in and win free play, gas cards, or up to $50,000 cash. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then on June 29th, win your choice of $30,000 cash or a new Mustang. Keep playing in July to win a shiny new Harley. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
A longtime Yakima resident with a passion for education has just achieved her master's degree from Stanford University's Graduate School of Education.
The award coming nearly 90 years after she started college. ABC's Will Reeve has more.
This moment more than 80 years in the making. Virginia Hislop receiving her master's degree from Stanford at 105 years old.
My goodness, I've waited a long time. I always knew I wanted to go to Stanford.
In the 1940s, Ginny, as she's known, had taken the required classes at Stanford and needed to finish one more thing to graduate, her master's thesis. But then World War II broke out. Her boyfriend, George, called to serve, so Ginny left school to marry him. Then assisted in the war effort and focused on her family, while serving on school and college boards. Along the way, Stanford dropped that thesis requirement. And now, Ginny finally graduating, 105 years old, walking across the stage, diploma in hand, a Master's of Education, earned after decades of living and learning, telling GMA how she felt.
False modesty has never been one of my problems. I felt I deserved it, and I was delighted to get it.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
It just proves you're never too old. Love that story. All right, 90 degrees tonight, first night of summer out on our Legends Casino Skycam. I've been watching some people out here on their jet skis and boats this evening. Nice evening for that. A little breezy though, especially out on the water. Our sunset tonight at 8:52. So not a bad looking evening, but things are going to be changing and getting warmer as we head into the weekend. Temperatures elsewhere around the area, 70s and 80s, foothills of the Blues. We're still at a balmy 91 in Hermiston, 86 right now in Yakima, 84 in Ellensburg. Let's take a look at what our 24-hour temperature change is. And we kind of told you anywhere from 3 to 6 above where we were just 24 hours ago. And that's the trend moving into tomorrow, a few degrees warmer than tonight and even warmer on Saturday. So that temperature trend continues to climb. Our overnight lows should be pretty pleasant, mainly clear and cool. 50s all through the region. 53 tonight for Walla Walla and Pendleton. 54 for Hermiston and Tri-Cities. 53 Yakima. 51 in Ellensburg. So not too bad. Let's plan tomorrow out though and take a closer deep dive on those temperatures. As you see, you're going to start out early morning hours in the 50s, but by 9 a.m. already hitting 70 in the Tri-Cities, and you'll see those 80-degree temps by 11 a.m. So it gets warm pretty quickly, and then we stay in those 90s for most of the afternoon. Getting up into the 70s there at 9 o'clock in the morning, 80s by 10 in Yakima. So very, very warm. So plan your day accordingly. In Hermiston, same thing, going to get way up there, another hot spot, 82 degrees by 11 a.m. And taking a peek at Walla Walla, going to hit those 80-degree temperatures by noon. So a little bit more time to get those outdoor activities done in Walla Walla, but still hitting the 90s by the early day. Here's some few reminders about heat exposure. You want to get out and do your walking and early morning activities, maybe some gardening before those temperatures hit. Drinking lots of water, taking a break in the shade, especially if you're an outdoor worker, drinking the water, like I said, and checking on your neighbors. And remember this too, as we head into the first day of summer, not to forget anybody in the back of a car, children included. So do what that takes to remind yourself. Now do take a peek up in the sky because our full moon is out for June. It's called the Strawberry Moon in June. It'll be exactly full at 6:08 tomorrow, but it will appear full tonight. So go ahead and enjoy tonight's full moon. Golfing this weekend, stay hydrated. You might want to play early. Look for breezy winds developing late Saturday and gusty winds on Sunday. So think about that as you head out to the golf course this weekend. Here you go for the rest of the week. That's what we've got. Those gusty winds will start developing late Saturday into Sunday. Temperatures cool briefly as we get into Monday, a little bit warmer Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we cool back off on Thursday. We're expecting expecting a pretty decent cold front to move through the area. Look for those breezy to gusty winds. Our hottest day of the week in Tri-Cities on Saturday, 90 degrees again on Tuesday, and then cooling way down on Thursday. Here's what it looks like for the next 7 in Walla Walla. Nice weekend ahead. Those gusty winds developing on Sunday. A few clouds, but overall pretty mellow weather other than that brief little hot spot for the weekend. 98. We could even see triple digits on Saturday in Hermiston. Right now we're thinking 98, but we could dip up there just for a brief moment or two. And 90 degrees on Tuesday. Look for those breezy and gusty winds back on Wednesday. So not a bad looking forecast. We are elevated fire danger heading into the weekend. So be very fire wise as you head towards the weekend and get outside and recreate. Still to come, a very cute viewer photo of the day. You don't want to miss that, guys.
All right, thank you, Stacey. Up next on your news at 6:30, we're talking about an airbag concern prompting a recall for tens of thousands of brand new vehicles. What drivers need to know next.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pie gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
Get 3.9% APR plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2024 Cadillac Lyriq when you finance through Cadillac Financial. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got a consumer alert for you. Toyota is recalling 145,000 new SUVs because of an issue with the airbags. Tonight, Toyota says the side curtain airbags in Lexus TX and Toyota Grand Highlanders, those vehicles might not deploy properly in certain crashes. The vehicles went on sale for the first time last year, and Toyota is still working on a fix for the problem. They're planning to start notifying owners directly in August.
Well, making health headlines this evening, we know that treating depression might take a couple of tries to get the right plan in place. But now a study published in the journal Nature Medicine says that could be because there are actually multiple kinds of depression. The researchers identified 6 based on MRI scans. They say each type responds differently to medication and therapy. They're hoping that one day this research could lead to much faster ways of finding treatment plans that work. And you know what makes me feel happier is happy animal pictures.
Yeah, apparently Stacy's got a cute one right after this.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
The story of a kinesiotherapist who rehabbed his golf game.
I love golf. I have always played golf.
Until he started having some mulligan-level foot pain.
Well, the golf game starts down with the feet, and if you don't have good support, you probably won't have a good golf swing.
So he got fitted for Good Feet arch supports.
It made a world of difference.
Any advice for your fellow linksmen?
2 words, the Good Feet store. How many words is that?
Swing by for your free fitting at the Good Feet store.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Find battery tools in the AK homeowner system starting at $199.99. Real Steel. Find yours.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Save now with Hot Buys in Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including buy 2 Pepsi or 7-Up brand 12-packs and get 2 free. Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
It's a celebration of cab this summer in Walla Walla. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium cabs during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
Newscasts anytime with Apple Valley Plus on Roku, Apple Fire, and smart TVs.
Well, hot temperatures won't stop cool desert nights. It is coming to Richland this weekend. You will need to plan on navigating some street closures and detours starting tomorrow evening. That'll be between downtown Richland and the Uptown Shopping Center. Our Riley Fitzgerald is talking more about all of that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, but it's not going to feel like a cool desert night out there, Stacey.
No, it doesn't cool off until much later, so it is going to be hot. And I know they sit out on the hot blacktop, so
yes.
Stay hydrated, have a tent available, hopefully, for those folks. But anyway, let's talk cuteness tonight. This weather photo was adorable. Thank you, Stu, for sending that in. Yeah, warm enough to swim with the kids. Look at those little baby ducklings. Super cute. If you want to have your weather photo featured, you can go to applevalleyNewsNow.com, click on the weather tab, or just simply download the QR code on the right side of your screen. Let's take a peek at your day tomorrow. Out the door, already warm at 8 o'clock in the morning, hitting the mid and upper 80s by noon, and then those 90-degree temps, once they start, they're going to be around for quite a few hours tomorrow afternoon. 7-day planner, the good news is we'll see a little bit of a cool down beginning Sunday, Monday. We briefly pop back up to the 90s, and then we cool way back down with a cold front expected later part of next week. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla and Hermiston. Hermiston could see 100 degrees. I'm kind of thinking maybe on Saturday.
All right, popsicles.
Popsicles.
Yes.
I like it.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11.
Hoping your news is good news.
Good night.